What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rob, and we've got Adsey back. What's going on, man?
Not much, mate. What's going on with you?
Same old fucking shit, but I'm happy because we're doing Kurt Russell, and I think Kurt Russell is a goddamn underrated actor.
Oh, he's an absolute superstar.
When you look at Kurt Russell movies, you just go, fuck, he's got a lot of bangers. There's so many fucking bangers. And I rewatched, because we're going to do this, I rewatched a lot of his movies, and I was like, fucking hell, he really is a fucking good actor. So I'm really glad I'm doing this one. I didn't realize he went back to a childhood star.
Yeah. And he's so funny as seeing him as a little kid, because I think we both know him as that awesome guy who could basically. Yeah, and he's such a little cutie.
yeah, he's got little pimples and everything on fucking some of his younger ones. But let's get into the rules. If you don't know the rules, well, now you know, fuckers. The rules are the monster race for the first place. We love a good monster race, Adsey. Look at him fucking smoking his ciggy there. He's fucking loving his dart. Don't just pick for votes, pick your personal faves. And viewers vote in the lists, in the comments, or the poll. The poll in the community section on YouTube, because they'll be tallied up all the way through the year until we do our live show at the end of the year, to see who wins the draft championship belt. I'm going to make a fucking championship belt.
Typical wrestler.
I'm just going to buy a WWE belt, and I'll glue some fucking letters onto it, and just so we can hold that high. But the voting's looking good. A lot of people are voting on the poll instead of in the comments, which is fine, because that's easier for me to add up. So Kurt Russell, man, we're going to do a monster race because we love a good monster mash.
Oh, so, shit, yeah.
Are you ready for the fucking most thrilling 15 seconds of your life?
Oh, bloody oath.
I know actually, I know you've had a few thrilling 15 seconds with people that have looked like Godzilla and Marshmallow Man there, but
yeah, not that good looking, mate.
Not that good looking. Hey, hold on. Why is the gorilla there? That was my first. All right, let's go. It's on. Oh, it's frozen. No, it's frozen for me. Oh, crap.
Yeah, no, I've been sorry.
It's still good.
Robbie.
Godzilla's in it.
Godzilla's got it.
Well Godzilla's done, in. Godzilla's in. Did that freeze for you as well?
Yeah. It's all good.
But don't worry. Sometimes a good race freezes. Fucking, that's what happens. Fucking, they'll checking who they wanted to kill. Now you know what's happening.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna be picked at number one. But will I? That's the question. Will I? Now, I've got a big list here, a big list, and because I was looking for another movie for you. All right, we're going with The Thing. The Thing is number one. This is, without a doubt, one of the top 5 horror movies of all time. Yeah. Kurt Russell's performance in this is just outstanding. We could talk about his performance, or we can talk about the movie, but I'm going to talk about his performance because we've talked about the movie that many times. The horror scenes are amazing. But Kurt Russell's performance in this, his character develops as this movie goes along, and he really shows the emotions. When you're watching this, you're showing the emotions of his character developing, of him cluing on to what's going on and then not trusting anyone, and then just becoming, we could say, the hero. Yeah, the hero. And
definitely.
He's the one that mans up the most in this movie and gets the balls to fucking kill it and understand what's happening. His performance is fucking great.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, Rob knows it's one of my favorite films of all time, and him as McCready, he's so good. You know, and he's got that vibe of being like a badass mixed with like a very smart dude. You know, he makes some very good decisions in the film. You just follow him. Like, he's the guy you follow in this film, you know, and he's magnificent in it. And yes, it was my number one. And but I adore this movie. I adore Kurt, and I think we've talked about it before, so I won't prattle on. But
I've got
like I usually do.
I've got on my channel. I don't know, because we pre-record these. I don't know if it comes out the week after this or the week before it, but I've done the Thing review, and already filmed it, and it's either coming out the week before this or the week after this. Anyway, I do say something in my review. Please watch it if you haven't seen it, or watch it if it's coming out. I say something that spins me out, and I didn't research it, and I didn't look at it, because I don't like to research a lot of stuff. I like to enjoy a movie and fucking take in what I see when I review a movie. Why does he wear his cowboy hat sideways the whole movie?
I don't know. That's a good guess.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't really notice it again until this time when I was doing my review, and I'm like, he's wearing his cowboy hat this way.
Yeah.
In 3 different scenes.
I'm pretty sure, because him and John Carpenter have a very good relationship. They've worked together a lot, and they both love each other. So I think that Kurt probably said, I want my character to wear it like this, you know, just to be unusual, or to it might be an inside joke between the two of them or whatever. But
it has to be. It has to be.
And like, I always considered it, because Kurt's like a Western character, so maybe but like I don't know why he wears it sideways like that. It's very strange. But I
please,
mean, it adds
in the comments, write down. I asked you to do the same thing in my review. If you know why he wears it sideways, write in the comments why. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, so do I. Yeah. I think it's very
so good.
Like, it just adds to the film, you know, like, you know, it's another thing where you're like, you know, that's interesting and funny, you know, why is he doing that? But
I love this movie. We've talked about this movie heaps with the defibrillator one from our death scenes. Go back and watch that video and watch my Thing review. We'll get to your number one. That's an easy number one there. What is your number one? Hope you don't choose my fucking next one. I'm gonna fucking.
So my number one is Death Proof by Quentin Tarantino, and I mean, like, I'll explain this. So, like, Death Proof isn't my favorite Tarantino. It's up there, but they're all fantastic. But I'd give this one a 9 out of 10. There's a few pacing issues for me, but nothing major. The rest of the film's absolutely gun. But the best thing about this film is Kurt. All right, and I've never seen him this bad before. And that's what I love about it. Kurt is so creepy in it. But then he turns into like a whining little bitch. But I mean, it's just the arc of his character is fantastic, and I adore this movie as well. This movie it's so much fun, and like the whole Vanishing Point reference in the last half an hour of the film, or last 45, because I love Vanishing Point as well. And it's fantastic, you know. And and the girls in it are all crazy. But Kurt in this film, like, I just never seen him like that before. And there might be another collaboration with a certain director as well, if someone doesn't pick it first. But I adore Kurt in this as Stuntman Mike, and
Rosario Dawson, is that her name?
Rosario Dawson,
yeah. I'm so bad with names. She's
she's gorgeous, and she's fantastic, you know. And Zoe Bell in this, mate, as her stunts. She's a Kiwi stunt woman in real life, and it shows in this movie. Yeah, she's actually a stunt woman. She did the double. She doubled Uma Thurman on Kill Bill. So all the bits where she's flying around and shit like that, that's Zoe Bell. And this was her first speaking role in a film, And Tarantino was like, "I've got to use her in a speaking part," and she's fantastic. She's got the old, Kiwi accent in it, and she's that was the worst Kiwi accent I've ever done, but she's fantastic and a great actress, and all the stunts you see her really doing it. So yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I love this movie. So.
A fucking good number one. It was on my list. It was my third pick. It was going to be my third pick, so I've still got my second pick. I've still got my second pick here, but you stole Stuntman Mike off me because I like Stuntman Mike. Oh shit! All right, so
you stole his thing. Shut up.
I don't know if this would have been your next pick or not, but I fucking loved this performance in this movie from 2015, Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, nice.
I'm choosing Bone Tomahawk, and I know that there is fucking heaps of better ones of his movies, but I love this movie. This performance of his is fantastic as well. He's so good as the sheriff. He's trying to figure out what's happening. Those Indians with the fucking things in their neck that make the the sound is just fucking creepy shit. It's awesome. The performances from everyone in this movie is outstanding. I love this movie. A lot of people think it's a bit of a slow burn movie before the last half an hour where it really fucking is awesome. But Matthew Fox, Patrick Wilson, and don't know Jenkins' first name, but Jenkins, the old dude.
Richard Jenkins, yeah.
Richard Jenkins, all fantastic in it. But Kurt Russell is the sheriff, and they're trying to find the wife of Arthur, Patrick Wilson's character, that's been stolen by the Indians. And it's brutal, man. It's a fucking brutal movie.
Yeah. But that ending, holy shit!
But his Western style comes out, and of course, there's more Western movies of his that I could have chose first that are better. But this performance, I absolutely loved, and I think it's only fair that I chose this one as my second one after having the thing as my first one. But you like Tomahawk?
I love it. Yeah, it's down there on Blu-ray. Yeah,
nice.
I find it again a slow burn, but it's like it's got the lot. It's got the Western vibe to it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got Western meets horror meets everything, and the direction. I think it's S. Craig Zahler who did Dragged Across Concrete and Brawl in Cell Block 99. Please check out those two because
I love Cell Block 99.
Oh, it's brilliant! But this is his first film, and he made those two afterwards. And he just knows how to. And the violence in this, when it happens, it hits fucking hard. Yep. And so you do have to have a strong stomach. But I mean, you're on a horror channel. I mean, you've got a strong stomach. So
the reason I chose this one over, which I know you're going to choose next, which I should have chose, but the reason I chose this is because Kurt Russell is the main star in this. He made this movie. Like a lot of all the other ones that are going to get picked next and all that, there's other stars in there as well that Kurt Russell is the main man. Patrick Wilson as well, but Kurt Russell, he's fucking clever. But what's your number two, man?
Mine's been sitting right next to me the whole time.
I know what it's going to be. I know I should have chose it next, but fair due, fair fucking due.
I've got a breakdown from I think it's 1998, I think. And I mean Kurt in this. I mean, again, like the thing with Kurt is that he can change his performance like that. Like do different performances. You know, like he can play a serial killer in in Death Proof. In this one, he's so vulnerable as a guy whose wife gets kidnapped. Yep. And but at the start, he doesn't really know what's happened, and then he finds out what's happened, and then he has to chase these pricks down. And again, his arc from being a very vulnerable dude who has never been in a scrap in his life to the end where he's picking up shotguns and is in high-speed chases. It's brilliantly done, and the film is so quick. Like, you whack this on, it goes for an hour and a half, and you do not feel it. It's literally like, it's directed to perfection, great storyline, and Kurt in it, and Kathleen Quinlan as his wife, she's phenomenal. But Kurt is so good in this, and like, I just love how he turns from vulnerable to, they've just crossed the line with my wife. They're going to pay, and
it's the whole character development of his character in this as well. The way he plays it, and I think the way he plays it as well is fantastic. He didn't just read what was on a script. He fucking got into the emotions of the character. He fucking full on played this character as if his wife got fucking kidnapped. Fantastic choice, man. He's brilliant.
Thanks, man. Yeah, brilliant. I couldn't go past it. Like, I was thinking, like,
very underrated.
He's done so much stuff, and it's so hard to rank them, because like, I wish I could just have them all at the same. Because like, he's so good. But I know what you're going to pick next. It was so close to mine. I just don't.
Yeah, very underrated. That was 1997, by the way. That one.
Oh, okay,
1997. Okay, so this is my number 3 pick, isn't it? Number 3 pick has got some Western feel to it. From 2015. I can't go past The Hateful Eight.
Very nice.
You can't go past The Hateful Eight. I watched this again the other day, and fuck me, this is a brilliant, brilliant movie. Kurt Russell plays John Ruth. Samuel L. Jackson, oh my God, he is fucking awesome. The guy that plays Sheriff, Chris, I don't know his name. Sorry, Goggins.
Walton Goggins.
Yep.
You've got Michael Madsen, fantastic. Bill Gage, I think it is.
Yep. Dude, like, this is, and Michael Madsen. It was good. It was good. And then Daisy, the chick that's fucking chained.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, mate.
Dude,
so good.
Her role. And just everything Kurt Russell does in this movie, just even when you watch it and him eating his fucking soup, he plays it like it would have been those days where fucking they're just slurping it and there's no manners at the table, and fucking punches her in the fucking face and doesn't give a shit. And just the dialogue as well, the way he can do the dialogue for this character would be very hard, the way they do a lot of with Tarantino's films, with the Westerns, the way they speak and everything. With Samuel L. Jackson, everything about it is fucking so good. If you haven't seen it, spoilers, when he pukes up the blood is
it's well done.
Amazing. If you have not seen this film, see The Hateful Eight, because this is a fucking fantastic movie.
100% agree.
Hands down. Good story.
Yeah. It's like Tarantino is just on another level when it comes to his movies. Like,
he is.
Like, you can understand why he's thinking to himself he's only going to do 10, and why, obviously, because he's done a new one and then he cancelled it. So obviously he got to a point where he was like, I can't. I'm not going to do this anymore because I'm not feeling it. So he has to feel the film from beginning, middle, and end, and it shows in all his films. And this one, I mean, like, just it's set in one place, and it's just thrilling. Like, a lot of films where they're set in one place, they can get very stale and boring. And this is the absolute opposite. It's just it's thrilling. It's and every single person brings their A game, but especially and Sam Jackson in it. I mean, it's incredible. I
fucking love his mustache beard. He's got the same mustache beard. He's got the same mustache beard in my last pick, Tomahawk, and just the way he's got his beard, but then he's got the big, massive mustache, sideburns. I love it. He looks the role. He looks the role. That's my number 3. I am fucking stoked I got that one.
Nah, well done, mate. I'm gonna have to add some John Carpenter into the mix.
Has to be done.
Yeah, this one was really hard to pick between two, but this one's grown. I had a reaction to this one when I was a kid where I thought it was a bit silly, but it has grown on me over the years, and now I just adore it for what it is, and it's so much fun. And it's Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh.
And this one, for whatever reason, when I was a kid, I just couldn't get into it, and because I saw it when it came out '86, I think, but I saw it in the '90s, and when I was growing up, and it just didn't really, I was just like, that's a bit silly. But as my movie as I've grown into like a bit of a movie buff, so-called movie buff, some might say I'm just a movie idiot, but it makes me smile more and more each time I watch it. And I mean, his character in it he's so much fun, and Kim Cattrall, she's fantastic, and just some of the action scenes are so out there and so crazy, and you can tell they're having so much fun doing this film and making this film. And he's just such a badass, truck driver, he's just awesome, and he's so iconic in the singlet, and I love it, and it just grows on me each time I watch it. And again, I always say, talking about it, I want to watch it again.
This is one that I do need to watch again, and I didn't have it in my list because I haven't seen it since when I worked at the video shop. So this is 2005 would have been the last time that I watched it. But from what I do remember of it, with the Kung Fu Masters and all that, it was good. This was 87, I'm pretty sure. I was just double checking. No, 86. I was wrong. So 86 for that one. But that's a fucking good choice. Good mullet.
And it's meant to be camp. I think you're either, it's one of those ones like you'll watch it. I think that's what I vibe with it in the '90s, because I watched it and I was in my serious movie mode, and I watch some of my favorites now, like Miami Connection and shit like that. It's in that sort of vein, except more serious than that. But I just adore it. I think it's so much fun.
No, that's good, man. And I'm gonna definitely have to rewatch that one because I can't comment too much on that one. I'll be 100% not going to try and bluff my way through it. But I remember Kung Fu, and I remember I do remember his singlet and his fucking machine gun.
There's Kung Fu in it for sure.
Yeah, I got to rewatch that one. Good fucking pick though, man.
Thanks,
it is in his classics. All right, so this is my fourth pick, isn't it? And I can't go past this. A lot of people probably wouldn't have this in their top 5 with all his brilliant movies, but this ventured off to its own TV series that was amazing. 1994, Stargate. I'm going to go Stargate. I love this movie. I think everything about it was fantastic. I love time travel movies. He plays. This is the thing with him. He can play a Western fantastic, but then he can also play an army guy fantastic as well. And then, of course, he's action star as well. So he's the Colonel. He's an army guy. Look, they go through this. I don't even know what they call it in Stargate. What do they call the big circle time thing?
Now you're testing me.
It's been a while since I've seen it, and I used to like the with MacGyver. I didn't mind the TV series. I thought it was I didn't watch all the Atlantis and all that crap, but the first couple of seasons when I was young, I watched it all on TV. But like I said, I thought this was a fantastic movie. It had everything. It had the scenery of this movie, had the Egyptian feel, and I love the old Egyptian feel and all that to it as well, and the old Roman look and all that shit, but in the pyramids. But it had a fucking little bit of everything. And then when you think, how do these fucking Egyptians have lasers and
shit?
But it's another world. a lot of the fucking creatures looked cool that they did as well. But I just thought his performance as the Colonel, because he takes control. He takes control of this mission. It is his mission, and it's his troops that are with him that he's got to make sure that he saves. I think he played the character very well, and the storyline to this is great. Actually makes me want to watch it again. I did find it a couple of weeks ago at the op shop for $1 on Blu-ray.
Yeah, the Vivision one. They just released it on Vive. Yeah, Vivision just released it.
I'm not sure what company it is.
It'll still look great though. Yeah. Nah, it's it got a really good release the first time round, but I watched it a couple of years ago and loved it, but I can't remember what the fucking circle thing's called.
I can't remember what the circle thing's called either, but it looks cool when they go through it. It looks fucking cool as shit.
It's wicked. And
did I say 1994? For a 1994 movie, 94 did I say? Yeah, 94. For a 94 movie, I think this was. And remember, the early 90s, movies started sucking. I don't know about you, but there was a lot of, I shouldn't say early 90s, around 94, 95, 90, and then Scream brought the fucking horrors back and all that. But 94, 95, there was a lot of fucking flops. So I think this was a ripper when it came out.
Yeah, I agree, mate. And I love the back and forth with him and James Spader. I thought that was it was so much fun because, but his character, Kurt's character in it's so badass. So yeah, it was on my list, but it wasn't yet.
It wasn't yet. Yeah. You were going to try and sneak it in at number 5. You were going to try and sneak in it at number 5. I had a feeling you were, and and I think I've got enough westerns on mine to. So I had to go with Stargate.
Thing like that.
I had to go Stargate. So what's your number 4, man? What's your number 4?
This is a hard one. Like because he's done so many good ones. I'm gonna have to go with Unlawful Entry. I so love this film, and I'm still waiting for a freaking Blu-ray release. I know it's been released overseas, but it's. I've loved this film since when it came out, since like the early 90s, and it's about Kurt, who again he plays a completely different character. Like you think of like him as a sergeant, and you think this character, and he's just a everyday like a business. He owns like a club. He's a club manager, and one night he gets broken in. Him and his missus, who's played by Madeline Stowe. Jeez, she's gorgeous, and gets broken into and has to fight off. I was going to say a breaker in her.
You got to. I'm going to cut you off for 2 seconds. You got to sell this to me because I haven't seen this.
Okay, I'll sell it to you.
I haven't seen. You're selling it.
I won't spoil.
No, you can spoil it. You just don't spoil the ending, but sell it to me. No. I haven't seen this.
Okay, so it starts off with so Kurt and his missus get broken into by this bloke, and you can tell he's scared, and Kurt faces off with him, but this guy puts a knife to Madeline Stowe's neck and ends up running out the house, and Kurt has to gives him a chase but can't catch up to him. But they're very scared, after this, obviously. So they get protection. They call the coppers. The coppers roll up. One of the coppers is played by Ray Liotta. Okay. And they said Kurt wants a gun. He wants to get a gun now. And the coppers are like, do anything else, get security, all that, don't get a gun. And so Kurt gets security, but Ray Liotta helps him with this security set up in his house. And they hit it off pretty well at the start. And, so he takes Kurt on a ride-along. And this is set in LA, so it's the LAPD. And, no stereotypes there, but I mean, and on this ride-along, they find the guy by accident who broke into the house, and literally Ray holds him down and says, Kurt, hit the motherfucker. And Kurt's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. You found him. That's great. Can we get out of here? And so we see a side to Ray Liotta's character that's like, okay, he might have a screw loose because his eyes are literally like, hit the motherfucker. And so it's crazy, but it goes on from there. I don't want to say much about this because it's so good. But yeah, it's a thriller, and it's about a guy who has to, he's got a very psychotic police officer on his back. And Kurt has to, and he's the hero, and he has to find a way to get rid of this copper who is stalking his wife.
Well,
that's all I'll say about it.
I know what I'm downloading tonight. I'm fucking.
Oh, you gotta watch it, mate.
Normally I would say you're a piece of shit. I'm impressed with that choice. Very impressed.
Well,
thank you, sir.
I'm impressed from what you've told me, so I'm going to have a crack at that one tonight. So
you'll love it. I guarantee. You got to text me what you think.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know. I'm a bit embarrassed that I hadn't seen that, and you've got it in your top 5 as well.
Didn't
you know what? It's one of those ones that I'd always seen there on his list, and just gone, meh.
Well, if you like Ray, and if you like Kurt, and you like Madeline Stowe, I do not know how you could not love this movie.
All right. That's getting downloaded tonight. I got to tell.
Sweet up, mate.
Kelly's got no choice, but she's watching Kurt Russell again. I think she's just watched a fucking whole handful of them.
Nah, I think she'll love it.
I hope so. I know I will. Let's go with, this is my last pick.
Mm.
Oh, you're gonna fucking you're gonna be there's fucking there's 4 that I can choose. Shit.
Yeah, same here. So I mean, we've got some bad.
So it's not a big deal if I miss out on any of the other ones. So I am going to choose from 1989, Tango and Cash. I'm going to, You're saving that. You're going to try and sneak that into the end, weren't you?
I was. Yeah.
Tango and Cash, Sylvester Stallone and freaking Kurt Russell. We've got Tango. We've got Cash. We've got the whole 2 cops. I think what they were trying to do back then was another Lethal Weapon style. Maybe turn that in. I think maybe they were going to try and do this into a franchise. Don't quote me. But they only did the one movie. Maybe these 2 guys had, or maybe Sylvester Stallone probably had too big an ego to come back. I don't know. I don't know the gist of it. But anyway, 2 coppers that get framed and put into jail, prison, and they've got to work together to escape. And all the fucking crims that they've fucking both put into prison are in there. That dude with the big fucking jaw, the big square jaw.
Maniac Cop.
I was about to say, do you know who he is? He's Maniac Cop.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's great. Yeah.
Didn't think he played in any other fucking movies, but what a fucking movie, man. And not only is, like, you can tell with movies today, like with Bad Boys, that have got the 90s feel, even though Bad Boys was in the 90s. Those types of action films like Bad Boys, and even I could even go to maybe Rush Hour. Chuck Rush Hour in. Didn't have as many machine guns and all that, but we could throw that in there a little bit. But definitely Lethal Weapon. Where it's action, and then you've got your comedy pun in there as well. But then it's action, pun, action, pun.
Yeah.
And that's what they kind of tried to do with this, like Lethal Weapon. I think they did a fucking damn good job with this. If you haven't seen Tango and Cash, I'm pretty sure it's on Binge. That's where I watched it about a month ago, even though I own it on DVD, not Blu-ray, DVD. Hey, DVDs are still good. Nothing wrong with DVDs. Can't just have Blu-ray. But there's a lot of movies that aren't on Blu-ray as well. But what do you reckon? Good number 5?
Yeah, I love it. It was up there. I mean, I could have. It was a hard one to pick because I mean, he's done so many good films, and with Tango and Cash, it's got more. I love the campiness to it, and like Kurt Russell coming out in full drag after when he's dodging the cops, And by the way, Terry Hatcher, and this is gorgeous.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just love the two of them together. You know, Sly and Kurt. They make a great duo. But I love this film. I can watch it anytime. It just makes me feel good. And the guy with the jaw, he's hilarious in the jail. Yeah.
The thing about this and like Bad Boys and Lethal Weapon and that, they're just fun. And the thing is, you've got to have a yin and a yang. The two cop partners have got to be two different personalities. Sylvester Stallone is the old fucking. He's got his mullet cut off since Rambo, and he's got his fucking hair parted, and he's a very proper cop. And Kurt Russell, he's fucking. I'm gonna fucking shoot him, arrest him, I'm gonna fuck him up. That's what's brilliant about it. He's basically the Kurt Russell is the Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. You know, and
best way to put it.
Yeah. He's the crazier one, but
he's the crazier one.
They're both willing to off prisoners right and left, and but no, he's the funner one of the two. But Sly's still great, but Kurt wins.
Kurt wins. Kurt's kick-ass.
Yeah.
All right, man. Number 5 for you. I've got a fucking ripper of a list. Number 5 for you.
I have to go back to Johnny Carp's, and I'm going with Escape from New York from, I think, 1984. This was kind of, as a kid, this was kind of my way in to Kurt, because my dad loved Escape from New York, and it's like a sci-fi western, and it's a really dark movie. It's there's not much comedy in it, but except for Ernest Borgnine as the taxi driver, he's fantastic at it.
There's a few puns.
And I love Harry Dean Stanton. He's great as Brain, but it's just a really dark and cool sci-fi movie. You know, I adore this film, and it's Kurt has to. He's a guy who's just being done for bank robbery, and he's got a choice. He can either go to jail or prison or whatever you want to call it, or save the president's life in New York, and he's been kidnapped by the Duke, who's played awesome by Isaac Hayes, and it's
salty balls.
Yeah. But it's just a really, really cool, dark Western sci-fi is the best way I can explain that one. And
it's got such a good script and a good storyline as well. It's actually a good story as well. And anyone with the name Snake, it's just
Snake Plissken. I mean, come on. It's the best name of all time.
And anyone with an eye patch. This is actually this will blow your mind. It's
and a machine gun.
Yeah. This will blow your mind. It's not 84. It's actually 81. It's pretty fucking early.
Oh shit!
It
is. What am I talking about?
My year of birth. I love the
84.
You're 84. I'm 81. I love the poster on this as well, with the fucking twin towers on there as well. That looks cool. But this is great.
Yeah, and freaking the score in this film. I mean, I can just sit down and just have the TV on mute and listen to that score in the background. It just it's so cool. And John Carpenter again, he does the scores for all these films. So fantastic film. I love it.
I think John Carpenter fucking loved Kurt Russell more than anyone, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. I think he said that publicly. Yeah. He loves Kurt. Yeah,
I think Tarantino loves him too.
He does. Yeah. Yeah. I think he rolls up on a film and everyone just loves him. He's one of those actors that everyone wants to work with, and when they do, they want to continue to work with him because he's obviously a lovely dude on and off set. So yeah. But
and look who he's married to, man.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm just so glad I could do this with you, mate. Because he's one of my all-time. He's probably top 5 favorite actors. So I really appreciate Thank you.
100%. Because a lot of people don't talk about Kurt Russell, and I like to, for our movie draft, I like to do what we enjoy and what we like, and a lot of stuff that people aren't talked about. But in this movie, Kurt Russell's fantastic. Probably one of the best New York movies set in New York, and it's fucking fantastic. I love it. Snake, man, it's fucking Snake. What do you think of LA? What do you think of LA?
I loved it. Yeah, it's definitely it's a different vibe. It's a camp film, absolutely. You know, it's so over the top. You know, Peter Fonda surfing. I mean, he's surfing up to Kurt's car. You know, but I love it. I love it too. I absolutely adore it. You know, and it's definitely like a rehash of the story. But I mean, the way he's flipped it to be so campy and over the top, and Steve Buscemi as well. You're like, and Bruce Campbell in it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Well, honorable mentions. I'm not going to go through all of them, but Tombstone unfortunately missed out, and Backdraft. Tombstone and Backdraft, we can quickly elaborate on that really fast. That's his performance as the firefighter. It was just outstanding. It's actually a shame that it couldn't fit in to the overall top 10, because it really is a good movie. And same with Tombstone. People are probably going to kick our asses that neither of us chose.
Tombstone's fantastic. Yeah.
But if we're going by kind of Kurt Russell performances and Kurt Russell's best movies, not best overall movies, I think Val Kilmer was the main star that shined in Tombstone. So I think that's why Tombstone kind of didn't. It was on my list, but it just didn't sneak in there, because I think Val Kilmer outshined everyone in that one. Personally, I think.
I do too, actually. Yeah. That's the only reason. Yeah. Because it's his best performance as Doc Holliday. You know, he's so good. Yeah.
Correct. The only other ones I would have really thrown in would have been Overboard with Goldie Hawn. If I was going to chuck in a comedy, that's pretty funny. He's a fucking pretty arrogant prick in that, and I like that. And Goldie Hawn.
Oh yeah.
But the only other two that I really would have thrown in there would have been Soldier. Good movie, but it just didn't make the cut in here. And the same with Executive Decision. That movie surprised us all when Seagal fucking dies in the first 30 minutes. But that's a goodie too. But I need to refresh my memory on that one. But it was a fucking ripper of a movie.
Yeah.
But man, we got some good lists there, man. Anything else that you really thought
just one that I think doesn't get a lot of attention, and it's Wyatt Earp. And I thought he was fantastic in that.
Never seen that one.
Oh, hang on, no, not Wyatt Earp. What am I talking about? That's Kevin Costner.
I was going to say.
No, I think I'm thinking of Tombstone, but the Wyatt Earp came out around the same time.
Stop the show. This is shit.
I knew he was going to freaking come back at me.
That's what happens when you fuck up.
I'm not saying any other ones, because I'll probably pick another film that he wasn't in. Yeah. Wyatt Earp's a great film that Kurt Russell isn't in, so check that one out.
All right. Let's have a look at the list. I've got, let's chuck it up on the screen. I've got The Thing. I got The Thing.
Sorry, mate.
Bone Tomahawk, The Hateful Eight, Stargate, and Tango and Cash. Pretty ripper fucking list there.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
What do you got?
I've got Death Proof. I've got I've already forgotten now.
Breakdown.
After Wyatt Earp.
Death Proof, Breakdown, Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, and
Big Trouble,
Unlawful Entry.
No, so Big Trouble's third, Unlawful Entry's fourth, Escape from New York's fifth. Yeah. But,
there we go.
Just so you don't write them down the wrong.
No, I won't write them down wrong when
And don't put White Earth in there.
No, don't worry. You've got a ripping from fucking Grandpa there. He fucking ripped you a new one. He fucking told you. That's it, guys. Fucking vote. You can either vote in the comments or vote in the poll. The poll is easier for me to add up, and you've got till the end of the year to see who's the champion. And pretty ripper list we got there, man. Fucking that was fun. Don't know what we're doing next week, but we'll figure it out. Adsey30 on Instagram, Blood Popcorn 1 on Instagram. Subscribe to this. Subscribe now, or I am going to fucking throw you through the Stargate circle time machine thingy, and you will fucking end up when Grandpa was fucking 15. And that was back in 1872 when he was 15 years old. Good show again, man. Thanks for joining me.
No, thank you.
We'll see whatever we do next time. We'll do some more horror, I think. And until then, like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want, but make sure you say hello to your mum from me and Adsey, because we want to say good day to her. All right, see you all later. See ya.